What is going on, everybody? It's Jay, aka it's Green MIWA Story here, back with another Phantom Parade sweep video. And I will say, out of the SP batch in total, I will say this one is like the biggest mixed bag for me, in my personal opinion. Mainly because I just don't, like, in specific, I don't find Green Hard Sweep very fun at all. The boss sucks for it. Really badly. However, MIWA is pretty cool. Another thing I don't like is just the fact that like the entirety of the green taijutsu team is like totally RNG based. Uh, UG Black Flash didn't really like to pop up for me during this testing period. Sometimes MIWA hated critting, and sometimes TODO forgot he had additionals. So that's something. Am I right? During this run in specific, I've been running MIWA in slot 3, and for some people, they may wonder why they may see MIWA in slot 3 over Yuji, since it would make sense to put Yuji in slot 3, since if he's working with TODO, he does get that crit rate increase plus Black Flash rate increase, and MIWA only receives the crit rate increase. Well, that also plays an important factor into this sweep fight, and maybe other fights in the general game in the first place, since MIWA's ultimate does proc provocation. And it's pretty important to kind of have, like, I guess you could say, an extra layer of protection, because MIWA's counter only works to physical attacks, like physical single targeting attacks. So when the boss, like the Umibozu here, is spamming its like water-based attack, MIWA's just eating those hits straight to the forehead, and she eats enough of those straight to the forehead, she dies. Thankfully, if she's being covered by TODO, she also gets the benefit of TODO just kind of countering single target attacks in general. It's not just applicable to what is it? Just single target melee attacks. So you have the chance to counter the boss twice, as long as the Umibozu boss does, let's say, like the water blast first, and TODO counters that, and then it does the melee attack on the second or third hit, depending on the phase you're on. You will have 2 counters in one go. Also, the increased crit rate keeps MIWA in check, I guess you could say, since you will need to have her buffs kind of up 24/7 to get like the best bang of your buck. Yuji does suffer a little bit in this regard because he is missing that best friend status from TODO, so his Black Flash rate kind of takes a nosedive. So I guess use this comp as you at your own risk for your own mental, right? Because the RNG is pretty brutal. And I will say, despite the fact the RNG being pretty brutal, this team is pretty fun. I just feel like I need to invest more chaotics. I know it's every video, the chaotic situation. It's like the box space ordeal at this point. It's pretty bad. There needs to be more ways to get more chaotic Jujutsu crystals in the game. I don't care if it's free to play or paid. I don't care what it is. It just has to exist. I feel like the general game plan for this run as well, it was pretty simple. I mean, at first, when I was doing it, I was like, this ultimate that I did on Phase 2, since MIWA does 2 ultimates during Phase 2, I was originally doing 1 ultimate during Phase 1, and then just 1 ultimate during Phase 2. But the alteration was just, okay, we'll just ult like right at the start of Phase 2, and then we'll just try and ult twice. And that's what happened, and it made the clear overall quicker, because the original video I recorded on my laptop was a 13 turn clear, and then when I got to my bed, I whipped out my phone and I'm like, we can go faster, am I right? So we went for the 12. I also had like my rec bit swapped up a little bit. I had like Joe Goat's banner rec bit on Choso instead of Yuji, and to be honest, I don't even know what I was thinking having it not on Yuji, since I mean, Choso's pretty self-sufficient for the most part during sweep, so it's pretty alright. But at this point, when you kind of get to this area of the run, it's kind of just praying that TODO locks in. However, TODO isn't the only clear-cut factor for this run for the clear. I mean, mind you, on their like peak turn, like in terms of like maximum damage, obviously TODO does more damage, but because MIWA kind of has just that consistent overall damage throughout the entire fight, she's not exactly falling behind in terms of DPS, which very much surprises me, because, you know, I've seen people do damage comparison checks with like MIWA and TODO, and, you know, again, you can see other people play the game. but what matters is that I see it myself with my own eyes, you know. And MIWA getting even mildly close to TODO in damage is pretty impressive nonetheless. I mean, she would have to, am I right? If she's spamming ultimates as much as she can, she should be reaching that like very close end mark. But y'all will see towards the end, the reason why TODO's the GOAT is because when he locks in, he lays down the law. But the issue is that you have to pray that TODO locks in. That's another key issue. The Black Flash team is a whole lot of thoughts and prayers. Like this area right here where TODO crash lands, no Black Flash on the skill 3, no Black Flash on the additional. Ugh, disgusting. Okay? Like, even then, obviously the additional isn't guaranteed, which makes me miss Blue Yaga because at least I know that little puppet is a guaranteed follower. You know? I miss that little guy, alright? And obviously, this ultimate is going to do a lot of damage. I believe TODO gets like a 38 mil ultimate off of this, which is really, really nice. You'll see my boy lay down the law. Beautiful, beautiful. But yeah, that was my initial testing with Green MIWA. Obviously, you'll see the stat check at the end. But this is where I say thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord server. It's in the channel bio. Road to 3,000 subscribers, so hit that subscribe button. All right. What else do I do for the outro? Y'all know the typical YouTuber jargon. It's been Jay, aka it's Green MIWA story. And I will see you guys later.